Good evening, children. In today's class, we are going to study the last concept in this chapter, that is methods of reducing fluid friction. Means we are having a disadvantages of this fluid friction, so we need to minimize it to lowest level. Understanding, because we are having so many kind of drawbacks of this. So, what are the methods of this? How we can reduce these fluid frictions and all? We are going to study in today's class. Okay, how we need to design the objects according to reduce this fluid friction and all we will study. So in last class we have studied, I have told you that meaning of a streamlined body or else a streamlined shape. What is that? A type of body shape which offers very little resistance to the flow of air or water around it is called as streamlined or else a streamlined shape. Understand? Streamlined body or streamlined shape. So a streamlined shape is like a thin wedge, or else we can say that it's like a thin triangular object lying on its base and sloping upwards gradually. Understand? So now let me come to today's class, methods of reducing fluid friction. That is a fluid friction, also we used to call it as what? Drag force, or else simply if you want you just call it as a drag. Is it correct or not? Yes. So a fluid friction can be reduced or minimized by giving a special shape. Understanding? Giving a special shape called as streamlined shape to the objects which move through fluids like air and water. Like air and water. Understand? So when an object having a streamlined body shape moves very fast, then the fluid in the sense of air or water can flow fast the moving object smoothly, reducing the fluid friction. Are you clear? When an object having a streamlined body shape moves very fast, then the fluid, understanding, can flow past the moving object smoothly. Understanding? Past the moving object smoothly to reduce the fluid friction. Understanding? Or else a drag force. So for example, if we take cars are built with a streamlined body shape to reduce air resistance caused by air. Like this kind of shape is called as streamlined bodies. You can see that it is a expandable of we can see that it is what we can say that a thin triangular object. Is it correct or not? Looking like that. So here what is going to happen if the object is having a streamlined shape, then this shape of the understanding, the body shapes moves very fast. Understanding? So the fluid, whatever the fluid, either air or water, can flow past the moving objects very smoothly. Means it will go very smoothly without any effect of this object on this object. So reducing the fluid friction. So that is why we need to design the objects in the form of this kind of a streamlined shape. So cars can build with a streamlined body shape to reduce air resistance, or else we used to call it as a drag force caused by air. So here we can observe the figure. So because cars cannot go in water, so it is only they will get the air resistance only. So they are designed, they are built with a streamlined body shape to reduce air resistance caused by air. So a car with a streamlined shape moves through the air easily, understanding, without facing much air resistance. Much air resistance, understanding, compared to the some other kind of shape of a car. And hence we can say that it consumes less petrol or diesel than any other car of same size running at the same speed, understanding, that has a shape which gives it more air resistance or drag. So if you consider two kinds of car which is having not kind of a streamlined body and another one is like this, a streamlined body, then both, even though they are traveling with the same speed and the same size, then this car can consume less fuel. Understand? Means efficiency is more, and then another car, this fuel efficiency is less. Understand? Because of increasing air resistance or drag. So more streamlined, understanding, a streamlined the shape of a car, less petrol will consume. Means the streamlined shape is increasing, means then the consumption of fuel is less. Okay. So like that, if you consider an aeroplane is also a streamlined shape to reduce air friction or else air resistance or drag. That is to encounters means to opposes the air friction when flying at high speed through the sky. So this is also like an enlarged triangular shape. Understand? So an aeroplane has a streamlined shape to reduce the air friction. That is it must be encounters when flying at a very high speed through the sky. So the shape of an aeroplane is also similar to that of, you can observe here, it is also, see here I have drawn one bird diagram and one aeroplane, correct or not? So if you observe, the shape of an aeroplane is almost similar to that of a bird in flight. Understanding? In flight. So both the aeroplane and the bird and the aeroplane have a streamlined body in the middle. So two thin wings. Understanding? Two thin wings like this. Aeroplane is also having wings and bird is also having wings. Two thin wings. Understanding? One on each side of a body. One wing is this side and another side is another wing. And we are having a tail also. This tail is also very important. So a streamlined shape of an aeroplane has been built by scientists and engineers, understanding, whereas the streamlined shape of a bird has evolved in nature. Understanding? So this is the streamlined shape of a bird which is evolved by nature, and this is designed by scientists and engineers. And it's because why we have made a similar shape to the bird, because birds will fly in the sky to reduce the air friction, that is then only they can go very fastly. So that is why their body shape is like this streamline. Understand? So wings will be like this, means a fast moving air will pass under here to reduce the friction. If it is like a square or rectangular, then resistance is more. So but here it is somewhat is like a, understanding, a triangular shape. So that body shape is called as streamlined body. So that is why the birds can easily fly, understanding, to reduce its with reduction of their air friction. Understanding? So from this discussion we can conclude that cars, aeroplanes and rockets are streamlined to reduce friction with air, or else air resistance or drag. Okay, this is under air resistance. Now if it comes to, most of the fish have streamlined body shape, understanding, which helps them to move through water easily without facing much friction. So you can observe that fish also having almost like a similar shape, which is, even if you observe, if you remove the wings, it is having, is looking like a bird. Correct or not? The fish is also having, if you consider any kind of fish, it is also looking like a, so it is also having some kind of a tail. See, this is also looking like an aeroplane. Fish is also. So most of the fishes is also having a streamlined body. This is like a nature, from the nature it is having, by God's gift they are having. To reduce the what? To reduce the water friction. Understand? So drag. So with the helps them, most of the fish have a streamlined body shape, which helps them to move through water easily without facing much friction or drag from water. For example, if we take dolphins are a streamlined by, understanding, streamlined by nature to reduce friction with water. So dolphins are having, looking like almost fishes, and all dolphins are same shape. Correct or not? So dolphins are streamlined by nature to reduce friction with water in which they move in water. So the streamlined shape of dolphins helps it to move easily through water. So like in any kind of objects, if the man-made objects such as boats, speedboats, ships and submarines, understanding, which move in water, are also built with a streamlined body shapes to reduce the frictional force of water, or else a drag force of water, and makes them move easily through water. So that is the way, if you'll observe any kind of boat or ship, everything, if you'll consider, their bodies are made in some kind of a streamlined shape like this. We will never build a ship like this. Understanding? Always we will make a in the form of a triangular, expandable triangle. So that is why you can observe any kind of submarines and all, the streamlined body. Front submarines, if you'll observe, submarines will be never been a rectangular or square shape. So they will be some kind of looking like a rectangular, but here the shape will be like a streamlined shape, curved shapes. Understanding? To reduce the friction, water friction. Like that, if you consider any kind of a ship or boat, speedboat or something, definitely their shape, you can observe here, it is looking like a triangle. Correct or not? So like this, it will be the shape of the boat or anything. Because of this shape is called as streamlined shape, to reduce the water friction and then make them move easily through water. So thus we can say that boats, speedboats, ships and submarines are streamlined to reduce a frictional force. Streamlined means you don't think that this is a particular shape. It is a particular shape, only it is having one shape. A streamlined means which will reduce us the drag force. That is all. And minimizes to drag force and increases the efficiency of fuel. Understand? So based upon this, boats, speedboats, ships and submarines are streamlined to reduce the frictional force or else a drag force due to what? So with this, I'm going to end this today's class, and this chapter is also almost completed everything, and I will send you few worksheets and all. You practice well, everything is has completed quickly. Thank you.